Hello, fellow soulful sister stitchers. This is Dina, and I've joined the group fairly late, so I'm trying to get my video up to let you know what I'm going to be working on for the year of WIPS. Thank you for pairing me up with a postcard pal, and we have already started messaging each other, and I'm excited to get to know her as we move forward. So this is my video just to document the WIPS that I will be counting for the Year of WIPS challenge that has been issued for us all. So my WIPS will look very familiar to most of you. I am a project stitcher, so most of what I stitch, I'm stitching for a particular purpose, a gift, or for something for my home or a special occasion. And therefore, most of what you will see today, you've been seeing. But I thought, what a great challenge to fit the way that I stitch anyway. I love to stitch to a completion. So this will help me continue in some of the projects that may have gotten a bit tedious or I'm beginning to lose interest in them. So this will add a little bit of fuel to that fire, and I'm needing that right now, and I'm glad to have it. So the first WIP that I'm going to include is going to be my Firefly Fairies. I have to make a commitment here to you that I'm going to finish it because I have gotten about halfway down, and I've gotten a little weary of all the beading. There's so much beading and so much of the metallic threads in this one that right now I'm in this middle section right here that's just bead after bead after bead after bead, and I've gotten a little tired and weary. I find myself when I'm working on my rotation when I get to this piece in my rotation that I will push it out and I'll substitute it for something else that's later in the month, and I wind up getting to the end of the month and having to work on this piece at the very end, and I keep putting it off doing other tasks like gridding new fabric or doing something else. So I think this challenge is going to be good for me to help me put this as a focus to something I want to finish in the coming year, to quit putting it off. And it's for my home. It's not a gift for someone, so it's real easy to push to the side. But I would like to get this one finished. I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done. It's just powering through it. So that is one of the reasons this one is the first one of my WIPs. And I will insert a picture here of the last time that I reported my progress on it, because I'm due for an update video in about a week. And if I show everything right now, then the update video would sort of be just a repeat. So I'm going to show you where I was when I last reported on my progress so that you'll still want to watch the update video. And I'll insert the picture here. Okay, the second WIP will be familiar to you as well. This is Sleeping Beauty. This is one that is a stitch along. There are 4 of us in the stitch along now, but it is going swimmingly well. I love this piece. Every time I pick it up to work on it, I love it even more. The fabric is delightful to work with, and I'm enjoying the color palette on it. And I'm excited now because I've gotten past all this flower stuff at the top, and I'm actually now right at this spot here where I'm starting to work my way across. I've actually completed this bedpost here on my last week that I was working on it. So I'm looking forward to showing you a picture of where it was last time I worked on it and reported on it, and then in my update video soon you'll get to see the progress I've made since then. But I'll insert a picture now. The next WIP will also be familiar with anyone who's watched my videos lately. This is the Beach Babies. This is a gift, but it's a gift for a friend who does not know it's coming, and it's just a gift because it doesn't have a deadline to it. So I've been working along with it, and I'll insert a picture here of where it was the last time that I updated you on that. And that will become one of my WIPs as well. Okay, this is one that you're very familiar with. I've been working on it probably the longest. This is Smoky Mountain Christmas. And in my WIP, I am about right here. And this is exciting because this WIP has taken on sort of a life of its own. There were several people who had this in their stash, and I was working on it, showing it in my video, and then Vanna Pfeiffer had a couple of friends who had stitched it before, and they sent her pictures of it, and she was posting those to share those with us, and they were beautiful, beautiful pictures. And there was a bit of a interest from several people to stitch this. So now there is a stitch along going on. Natasha has created a Facebook group called Smoky Mountain Christmas Sal. And last time that I looked at it, we had about 97 people signed up for the stitch along. It started officially on September the 4th, but it's going to run for I don't know how long. I guess until the last person has stitched it. But I'm excited about this because of the interest that is going on, and I'm enjoying it. I am loving working on this piece. I think the colors in it are absolutely beautiful. I love the quilted coat that Santa has on. I love the feel of this, you know, that it's more of the mountain type feel with the bears in it. It was my first time using whisper thread, so that was quite exciting. But this one's going well, but I do want to finish it, and I don't know that I'll be able to make it before Christmas this year because I have so many gifts that I'm doing this year. But I don't want to work on it up to Christmas and then say, oh, I didn't make it this year, and then put it off until next year, you know, until later in the year. I would like to just keep working on it till it's done. So that's become one of my WIPs that I'm doing. Now this one will be fairly new. It's a recent addition to my WIPs. This is Children's Garden. And this is one I started just a month ago for the ABC Sal. And I'm thinking that's in Cross Stitch Finish Line if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me, I don't have my notes in front of me. Anyway, I started it on the month that we were working on the letter C. And I started working on the alphabet section in here where I actually did the C. And I've only worked on it that day for each of those sals. So it won't go very fast if I do that. And so I want to pull this into my rotation. And this opportunity is going to allow me to do that. So I will be adding the Children's Garden as one of my WIPs for this challenge. Now this is one I've started a while back. I started this Home of a Needleworker. I think this is version 2. And I started it because I was going to a stitch along, a stitch meetup in Kennesaw, Georgia with the Georgia Stitchers. And I needed something that I would be able to concentrate on while I was talking and visiting, and I didn't want to take one of my really large WIPs with me with all the different colors and color changes that were kind of overwhelming. So I took this and I went ahead and started it there, and then I just kind of kept it as my travel piece and haven't traveled much since. So this is going to be added into the rotation, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with the pattern. You've seen others do it. But this is something I'm doing for my sewing room. And it means a lot to me that I would have something to sort of pay homage to the fact that I'm a needleworker. And I would like to finish it in the coming year, so I've put that in this selection of patterns. This is a gift, and you've probably seen it. I'm thinking maybe you've seen it on an update. But if you haven't, this will be something new for you to look at. It's called Cat Love, and it is going to be for a friend of mine who has several cats, and in their lifetime have had one that matches every single one of these color schemes. So that is the reason I picked this pattern. And of course, I also like the fact that it says love. This will be a gift, hopefully, this Christmas. I'm working on it now. This is something that I need to put in this completion for this year, and it will be one of the first ones I think that I concentrate on because it is a gift. And then here I have a new one that I don't believe you've seen other than in a haul. And it will be the 8th of my 8 WIPs for this challenge. And this is called Bewitching. And I'm going to be doing this one in the middle here. And this is for a gift, but it's not needed until April of next year. But I'm going to be starting on this week so that I can count it in these 8 WIPs that are going to be part of the challenge, because I had scheduled myself to start it as part of a SAL next month, but because of this challenge I'm going to go ahead and put enough stitches in it so I can call it a start. And that way I can count it as well for this process. So those will be the 8 WIPs that I'm including in my challenge, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of yours and what you're all working on. I'm a latecomer to this event, so I've got to go catch up a little bit on some of your albums that you've put on the website. I've been watching the FlossTube videos. That's how I found out about it. I'll see you guys in about a week or so, a week or a few days at the end of the month when I prepare my update for the month. And I look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, happy stitching, everyone.